Hello, and welcome to another episode of Riding in Cars with Books. I'm Jaclyn.
And we have a lot of books today.
I'm Jaclyn.
And I'm not Jaclyn.
I'm Jaclyn.
And I'm Phillip.
Anyways, today we are bringing Barnaby home for some maintenance. So if you hear some weird noises, it's because we kidnapped him and he's crying.
And that's our little free library.
Not a child, I promise.
It's not a child. It is our little free library that Tess named Barnaby. So
Yes.
He is going home for maintenance.
So today we're going to be discussing DreamOver by Dani Diaz. And what did you think? Should I talk about it?
Yes, talk about it.
Well, the back of the book says, some dreams you never want to wake up from. That's it. That's all it says.
Turn which way?
Turn right. Oh, the synopsis is in the front flap.
Say it isn't so.
Okay. Ooh, the end papers are really pretty. Okay. About the book. Woo.
We've already lost everyone at this point.
Amber's a headstrong goofball with a temper. Nico's a shy, self-conscious emo boy, but they've been best friends since 3rd grade, and she can't hide her feelings for him any longer. At the end of their 8th grade beach trip, she confesses, and their feeling is mutual. Thus begins a glorious, blissful summer of first love. But once high school starts, life gets more complicated.
Dun, dun, dun.
Faced with early mornings, bullies, homework, other stresses, high school. Amber and Nico cling to each other, neglecting their friends. Soon, Amber starts to wish she and Nico could escape from it all. One night, as they fall asleep playing video games, Amber gets her wish.
Bum, bum, bum.
So, the first part of the book is about their trip and them at the beach and stuff, and then them confessing their feelings. And then you get the summer of love. And then you get the dream sequences, which was my favorite part. What was your favorite part?
I don't know. I mean, it was just, I don't know if I had a favorite part of the book. It was just an interesting book. Like you could already see where so once again, this is all middle school, right? So, or the end of middle school going to high school.
Yeah.
And so basically, once they kind of tell each other that they've liked each other for a long time, even on the trip, you could see the beginnings of where we're going to ignore our friends.
Yeah. But it was realistic because that happens.
So I think everything in the book was pretty much realistic. Like even the dream sequence, right? The dream sequences in this was really just taken apart from like what we would like to do if we didn't have to go to school or deal with anyone. Like it wasn't outlandish.
Mm-mm. But they were.
I mean, no, sorry. The dream sequence was outlandish, but the root of it was just.
Sorry, the sun. I'll show you later. The dream sequences were my favorite part because the art was just so.
Vivid?
Yes, it was like a vivid dream. And it really reminded me of Tilly Walden, which is my favorite. And Tilly Walden actually blurbed the book, so that was pretty cool. But I definitely got Tilly Walden vibes from the dream sequences. And if you know who Tilly Walden is, their books are very chaotic in a good way. So there's that. But yeah, it felt realistic in that the friendships and first crushes. Also thought it was funny that I don't know, my mom wouldn't let me hang out with any boys that were friends when I was that age, so there's that.
Yeah, there was that thing. Well, I guess they were best friends forever, and so they used to hang out, but then became boyfriend girlfriend, and so the parents was like, well, we'll still let you hang out, but we now have these rules.
Yes. But
and the parents didn't really like the other one that much more. It was pretty funny.
like the cover dream sequence is because they played video games a lot, right. So that was a big part of their dreams too. Bless
Excuse me.
you.
Yep.
Oh, and there's a kitty. So like when they wake up, when they first wake up in the dream, it looks realistic that they're just still sitting on their couch, but like water's coming in, and then they kind of fly away to the beach. So they're kind of, like Phillip said, reliving part of highlights of their summer, but like in an abstract way.
Right. And it kind of brings out some of the feelings that they have toward each other that's been building up.
Yeah.
Because their friends aren't resenting them because of the fact that they're together. Their friends are resenting them because when they're there, they're not present.
Right.
They're ignoring them, or they're supposed to be doing something with them, but it's, so it's like.
And two of their other friends are also dating, so then there's like a fifth wheel situation, and so that's another reason why.
A third wheel? A third wheel situation.
No, it's a fifth wheel because it's another couple.
Right, but in the part where they do that whole panel, there's only the three of them.
I'm just saying, Drew is also a fifth wheel, so that adds to him being resentful towards them because he's like, y'all are ditching me, Stella and Grace are ditching me, like everybody.
Right, but that couple has an issue also because the girl is supposed to be hanging out with them. I can't think of her name. So
Stella and Grace.
Yeah. No, the main girl. Her.
Oh, Amber.
Amber's supposed to be hanging out with them, but then her boyfriend calls.
And she disappears
for hours. And then they are supposed to be hanging out and doing stuff together.
All of this really happened. Very realistic.
Yes.
Also made me really nostalgic. I don't know if it said when this book took place, but I could tell it was before the era of main cell phones and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So
they were in chat rooms.
Yeah, so they were in AIM. When they were in the back of the bus going to the beach, they were waving at all the other people because there's nothing else to do. I totally did that.
They got a semi to honk at them.
Yes, playing The Floor is Lava. Like, so much fun stuff that I remember doing as an immature little adult.
Yeah, I'm assuming this took place in like late 80s, early 90s type situation.
Oh, no, it was early 2000s probably.
Oh, was it early 2000s?
I think so.
Oh, sure.
Maybe not.
It could be any of those times when there's no cell phone.
Because it had phones, but not like we have phones now.
Right.
So I don't remember when I got my first cell phone. 15?
Mine was like 2002.
Yeah. So anyways, it takes place sometime before the main era of cell phones. And
if you're nostalgic for middle school and early high school first loves, and field trips,
and beautiful dreams,
and how you deal with your friends or don't deal with your friends, who, it's very relatable in that sense.
Yeah. And I mean, I would recommend it just for the dream sequences because it was beautiful.
Well, the art itself through that is.
And I kind of like how the art changes. Like, when the book starts, it's just like, there's people, there's beaches, it's whatever. It's good art. But the dream sequences were just so beautiful. Yeah. I'm going to say that a million times because I mean it.
Well, the whole book itself, the way the whole color palette in the book is done is handled very well to me. Like, I like the entire color palette of the book. Like, where they're at the beach at the beginning to where they're back in school at the end. And even the way that the creator does, I'm not going to say that the couple split up, because they don't really. They just take a break from each other after their whole dream sequence. Spoiler alert. But the way that they mute the other person, like they're not there, to give them that space, is done really well. So the art in this is handled really well to tell parts of that story, right? Like, you're not going to get the words. Once again, my soapbox, you're not going to get the words you want. You got to pay attention to the art and how they mute the person comparatively to everyone else. Yeah.
So I love this as a coming of age story, and like we've just been repeating our feelings about. Oh, this says nostalgia 2000s era.
Okay, well there you go.
But that's a quote from Kristen Gutznick, so I'm assuming she's right.
Here's the thing. It could be the 2000s, but the way the chat rooms were, it could have been the 90s. The way that they were depicting the chat rooms in here.
Do we have chat rooms in the 90s?
I swear to God, you and I go fight.
I wasn't in chat rooms in the 90s.
I was in the chat rooms in the 90s.
I don't think I had a computer till... Okay, after Y2K, when your computer did not die, is probably when I was old enough to be in chat rooms. But yeah, nostalgic, coming of age, beautiful, beautiful.
Yep.
Love it, recommend it, check it out.
Cool.
And it is published by Top Shelf. And I would say it's appropriate for upper middle grade, and definitely young adult.
Right.
Okay, that's all.